Yesterday, I shared 5 things I love about Fallout, but today we're going to focus on my biggest concerns. Hey Vault Dwellers, JV here, and today I'm discussing what concerns me most about Fallout 76. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for more Fallout 76 videos just like this. Big thanks to CamelWorks for allowing me to use his footage from the Greenbrier event. Please check out his channel and all of his great content in the description below. I'd like to hop on my soapbox for a minute. I don't make many videos like this because you guys know I'm generally an idealist and an optimist, and I know what's worth getting upset over. Many traditional gaming outlets are taking the opportunity, after playing an unfinished version of the game, to tell you what, quote, Fallout fans are upset about, and pushing that negative narrative. And a lot of YouTubers, I'm not talking about our core circle of Bethesda creators, I'm talking about the people outside of that, are doing the same because that's a popular headline. It gets clicks. I can't think of anything more intellectually dishonest than claiming to know what Fallout fans are upset about when you're not really part of this community, you didn't play any of the other games, and you have no plans to play this one. My advice is to filter out the noise from those who have zero intention of playing the game, don't really care what happens to it, and really only want your clicks because their opinions are not worth your time. On to today's video. My biggest concern with this game that I am worried will affect my experience genuinely is frame rate. From the Greenbrier footage, we know that the part of the map right around Vault 76 was largely fine. The plan was to make that as optimized as possible for people going through that, so the gameplay that was shared on October 8th would reflect a pretty smooth game. The game was running fairly well, but once players ventured outside of that zone, you'd start to see frame rate drops. We know the game was running in 4K resolution on Xbox Ones. At the same time, many creators use the term 4K 60 FPS when uploading their videos. Now, it may be true that the video was captured at 60 FPS. You can capture 30 FPS games at 60 FPS. That's just how it works. But anyone with eyes can tell that this game does not run at 60 FPS on consoles, and it never will. Obviously, this was an unfinished version of the game. That goes without saying. And the Xbox One beta, Break Everything test application, starts in exactly 1 week from today, and we shouldn't expect that to run 100% well either. That's all fine and well, but I'm seriously concerned that this game won't run at a rock-solid 30 FPS on launch. That's a real concern for me for several reasons. First, look at Fallout 4 on Xbox One. Downtown Boston chugged along at sub 20 FPS, and it seriously curbed my enjoyment on the Xbox. I didn't even want to go to that area because of how poorly the game ran. As far as I know, that's really never been addressed, which is a shame. I sincerely hope Bethesda realizes that frame rate directly affects the experience. I know a good portion of you watching will be on PC, so you're not really worried, but if Fallout 4 sales are anything to go by, more than 90% of the people playing this game will be on a console. They'll be on a PlayStation 4, and then they'll be on an Xbox One, because we know there are far more PS4s out there than Xboxes. But 90%. As a fan of this series and the franchise, I don't want a subpar experience for 90% of the people playing this game. We tend to give Bethesda a pass on bugs. We tend to give them a pass on some optimization, including frame rate. I really will not be happy if we give them a pass this time around. I don't feel that this game should run at anything less than 30 FPS on consoles. When we talk about frame rate, some people see it as a huge issue and others just don't. And I can confidently say that at this point, in my video game playing career and my experience, I value frames way more than I value resolution. I want my games to run buttery smooth. I feel that many modern developers have sacrificed frame rate for higher resolutions because of the technology, just the way that the industry has evolved, and I really hate that. I want a Spider-Man / God of War performance mode type of experience in every single game that I play with regards to optimization. Now, I know that that's not realistic. Games have different sizes and scopes, and 76 is genuinely a massive game from sheer just landmass and where you can go and what you can do. But if Fallout 76 does not run well on consoles, I will be forced to stick to PC. I just can't imagine grinding hundreds upon hundreds of hours on a system that is not going to run the game well. That just kind of sucks. And so I just hope that Bethesda is putting a huge focus on optimization. If anything, for these last few weeks ahead of launch, since we're less than a month away officially, Optimization. I hope that that's where their focus is in terms of polishing this game and getting it ready for November 14th. In the comments section, tell me if you're concerned about the frame rate in this game. Share your thoughts below. If you enjoyed the video, remember to subscribe and hit the bell for more Fallout 76 content, like my last video where we discuss 5 things I love about the game. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.